Welcome to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today is going to be a follow-up on the little travel trailer that the guy was hooking the batteries up. He hooked up something wrong, fried a battery, fried a cable, and fried his converter. So we're going to be switching out that converter today. I am not going to film the actual switching out of the converter just because I'm not going to. First thing I'm going to do is these are all our 12-volt wires. I'm going to make sure we have no duplicate colors. I'm going to write down what color goes to what circuit here on the legend. That way I can keep those straight. The black wires for the 120 volt, those will all be labeled so I can get them back to the original legend. These I will just write the color down. We don't have any, there might be two blues. So I'll label those. These I will label them with masking tape and a Sharpie so I can keep everything straight. And then later on, after I get this installed, we'll test it. I'll bring you back for that, and then we will go to the garage later this afternoon and we'll see if we can see what actually went wrong in the converter down here, the part that actually converts the 110 volt AC to 12 volt DC. All right, so I'm gonna be busy for probably the next couple hours. Y'all take it easy, and we'll be back shortly. All right, a little over an hour and a half later, it is installed. Everything is triple checked. My wire colors, make sure all the blacks went on the breakers on the 110 side, 120 side. All the neutrals went to the neutral, all the grounds went to the ground. I went back and checked all the screws again, make sure everything was tight. Let's test. All right, I can't show you the meter and the where I'm probing at the same time, so you'll just have to trust me again. All right, I've got the short cord plugged in, so this should be our short cord coming in 124 volts. Let's go ahead and get brave. We'll flip that breaker on. Okay, let's go ahead and flip the next one on. The next one. And let's see, that's the, okay, that's going to be our converter. So let's switch over to 12 volt. Shouldn't have anything here. No, we don't, because the battery's not hooked up. All right, let's flip that breaker on, that breaker on, that breaker on. All right, still on DC. Converter's now putting out 14.4. Got two red lights. I don't understand what that is all about. I mean, one doesn't have a fuse in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's at 1 amp. That's the smoke detector. Fuse appears to be good. I don't really know why the red light is on, telling us we got a bad fuse. All right, like I say, we got 14 volt coming out of the converter going towards the battery. Let's go check the battery real quick after we plug it up. All right, might be able to put the meter where y'all can see it now. Let's see what we got in the batteries before we hook the cable up. Oh, we got 1196. So here is our wire coming for the converter. We'll hook that up. See what we got here now. 12.56. Okay. 6.3, 6.4, 6.5, 6.6, 6.7, 6.8. It's climbing, it's charging. That's what we were looking for. Well, that went really smooth. Smoother than I can talk, that's for sure. Total 2 hours completely. Taking the old one out, putting the new one in, triple checking everything, testing it, 2 hours. That's exactly what I told the customer it would take, about 2 hours. And it took exactly 2. So yeah, that went really, really well. So we got the converter in here in the garage. All right. And everybody, well, not everybody, a lot of people, on that last video, I cut this off so I could actually get to that fuse. A lot of people said, hey, that ceramic fuse right there is bad. They said it was before the rectifier. And there's your issue. Converter's not, converter's not bad, just that fuse is bad. So, well, let's test this. I have a pigtail wired up to the converter. I'm gonna plug it into an extension cord here. Make sure nothing's touching. Okay. Now I don't know whether that's gonna be a 110 volt fuse or 12 volt fuse. We are fixing to find out. Okay. Should just be able to get a chassis ground. Let's put our meter on AC first. We're going to one side of this fuse. 61. It must be millivolts or something. Okay, let's go DC. 12.5. 12.2. We're losing 3 volts across that fuse, but the fuse is good. All right, it keeps going down. It's because the converter ain't putting out. And so I'd say that would just continue to go down. We're putting the slightest little load on that converter just with the meter testing that fuse. See how it's just going to keep going down, down, down. Ring of fire, down, down, down. See that? Because as we know, the converter is not putting out any voltage. 0 up here. So there is some internal voltage in the converter. So let me unplug this. Let's get the converter out of the bottom of the power distribution panel and see if we can see physically what blowed up. I think I might be able to take these 4 screws out. Something tells me that's probably not going to release that thing. Let me go get a screwdriver. I'm going to take the 4 screws out of those fans. There's 4 screws down here. I got some kind of glue. Yeah, they'll turn. So let me get all them out and see if that will release the power converter part of here and see if we can get it out. All right, yeah, just taking those screws out did release it. What it didn't release was the wires. No, I got some kind of glue on them things. We'll just snip it off. No biggie. Man. Don't want to let go, does it? Okay, free. Oh, let's have a look-see here. I don't see anything exploded. All of our capacitors are flat. Oh, there's something. There's something that's blowed up. Can y'all see that? I hope. Is it black? Yeah. Something blowed up in there. So, okay. Physically, saw what it was, which is pretty uncommon, actually. Usually just some electronic component. They let the smoke out of it, but the magic smokes definitely left whatever was down in there. So, to all of the people that said this fuse right here was bad, well, I hate to tell you, but you were wrong. That's okay, because a lot of times I'm wrong. Let's just, so that y'all, I know y'all have trust issues, just so that you know for a fact that I ain't fibbing, let's check continuity on this fuse. Hey, it's working, it's good. So, what did we learn here today? Well, we learned that no matter how, I guess, how good people's intentions are on YouTube, they don't always know what they're doing, because a lot of people said that fuse was bad. So no, he let the magic smoke out of the converter when he hooked those batteries up. I don't even know what he did, to be honest with you. I mean, he must have just completely shorted one of those batteries out. He said it melted the battery, melted the cable, just one cable. I don't know, and obviously let the magic smoke out of the converter. But no matter, we got it going. We put a high quality WIFCO converter in there. At least it's a modern converter. You know, if he smokes the converter again, we can just change the lower section. Take about 10 seconds to change it out, and well, a little more than that, but not much more. Not 2 hours, that's for sure. So don't y'all take 2 hours. Get down in that comment section. Leave me a comment, a criticism, concern. Subscribe to my channel if you have not. And while you're there, you might as well give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that notification bell. That's all y'all gotta do. To all of you who have already done that, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are great. And now don't take this the wrong way. If you wanna give me advice, I'll take it. And I checked it, what y'all said, but that wasn't it. So I have no problem with constructive criticism at all. I might pick on you a little bit if you're wrong. That's okay. I'll pick on me if I'm wrong. So y'all have a fantastic day, and it's starting to be spring around here. It is awesome. I am loving life. Y'all have a great day, and we will see you next time.